Hi, I'm Kat Miller. Welcome to this week's adventure into passionate living. Today, we're going to learn a little about my favorite food in the entire world, chocolate. We're going to meet a couple who have channeled their passion for making chocolate into a wonderful business that's been inspiring their community for years. We're also going to meet Aitina Fareed Cooke, whose passion for life has manifested itself in a myriad of artistic expressions through photography, film, poetry, and music. We're going to hear Aitina's heartwarming story of losing her family as a little girl, growing up in a foster home, and overcoming multiple challenges to live her dreams. But first, Samantha Latshaw and I will be sharing another tea time, where we share our take on buying local with a few wonderful products. Welcome to this week's Tea Time with Sam and Kat. And Sam, welcome to Passionate Living.
Thank you for having me again, Kat.
It's so great to have you here. This is my favorite time of the day with you, when we get to share tea time together and share stories. It's just so
Absolutely.
much fun.
So much fun with Kat and Sam.
Well, today we have some new teas to try.
Yes, you went to a local farmer's market and you brought us some goodies to taste today.
I did. I went to a local farmer's market, and you know, it's just so important, I think, to shop local wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It's so good to support the local businesses in town, especially when they've been struggling and trying to keep afloat, and to really put our money back into the community. And there are just such great products out there.
Absolutely. The money that is spent within your local community, it goes into the local infrastructure and just, you know, helps to circulate that money much faster, whereas if you were going to a larger wholesale type store.
Right.
So it's best to shop local.
Yes, so go to your farmer's market, I can talk. And this week we have Snowy Owl. They make a great kombucha, but they also make a really awesome tea. Now, I have second breakfast, and it's lemon poppy seed and toasted oats.
Ooh, fabulous.
What do you
Let's see
have?
what you brought me. Ultraviolet tea with green tea and lemongrass. Ooh, sounds so fancy.
Okay. Well,
I definitely smell the lemongrass.
Do you?
Yeah, I can't wait to try it.
Well, let's try it. Let's give it a whirl,
Give you a little bit
shall
of
we?
water there.
Oh yeah, I smell the poppy seed and the lemon really strong in this. This is wonderful.
Oh, mine turned blue.
Wow, really?
I think this is the butterfly pea flower.
I love butterfly.
So fabulous,
pea flower.
it's
It always
blue.
turns out bright,
I have like
ultraviolet
magical
blue.
tea.
Well,
And what is that there you have? You also brought honey.
I've got some Lion's Mane CBD honey. Now, CBD is great for reducing inflammation. It relaxes you. It's just a wonderful product. And to put it in honey so it tastes good, I mean, how can you go wrong?
Absolutely.
Would you like some? Would you like to try it?
You know, I love CBD. I personally have a tea as well at home that I put CBD in when I go to bed to help relax. And like you said, it's great for inflammation. But I can't have that right now because I am pregnant.
Oh my God, we're gonna have a baby. Well, not right now.
No, not right now.
We're probably going to see some changes with Sam over the course.
They've already begun.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing, Sam.
Oh, thank you.
Well, congratulations to you and your
you.
husband. I'm so excited for you.
We are very excited. Thank you so
beautiful.
much.
Oh, this is amazing. Well, that's a great reason not to have any CBD.
Not for now.
But I will have some on your behalf, and I'll let you know how it tastes.
For the both of us.
For the both of us. For the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah, you're eating for the two of you, and I guess I'll do honey for the two of you.
Three of us.
Well, congratulations to this beautiful baby ahead, and
Thank you, my friend.
thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers. At this time of year, chocolate is definitely on a lot of our minds, especially mine who loves chocolate. And I thought today we'd hear a little bit about the healthy qualities of chocolate to alleviate some of the guilt of eating it during this time of the year, and also to learn a little bit about the history of chocolate and how it's made. Hey, Linda!
Hey,
How are you?
I'm great, and you? Welcome
Great,
to
thank you.
Aletheia's Chocolate.
Thank you. I was doing a story on chocolate today, and I thought, who better to talk to than you about great chocolate and the benefits of chocolate?
Right, and chocolate not only makes you feel good, but the benefits are it has great antioxidants in it, especially the dark chocolate. And chocolate's been around for over 4,000 years.
Wow.
And where the cacao plant is sourced makes a difference in the quality of the chocolate. And we use top quality chocolate here. We combine it with some really fresh nuts, not to only give you the benefit of the dark chocolate, but the benefit of the protein from the nuts.
And that's the secret, right? Wherever somebody's getting their chocolate, to make sure it's fresh, the darker the better, and good source quality materials. I mean, the stuff that you get on the candy stand that's been there for maybe heaven knows how long, and it's got all kinds of fillers and oils and preservatives. It's probably not the best.
It's good to get fresh nuts, fresh chocolate from great sources, because that'll make the best chocolate. And the darker the chocolate, the more antioxidants.
Well, I'd love to see how you make the chocolate. Could you show me?
Come on in.
Great, thanks. Dean,
welcome.
Thank you so much. I just love you and Linda. I love visiting you, of course, because I always get my chocolate hit.
You're just
It's
a
such great
chocoholic,
place.
that's all.
I do love chocolate. I really do.
So am I.
I was talking to Linda a little bit about the beneficial qualities of chocolate, and I just wanted to find out how you make chocolate. What do you do behind the scenes here?
Well, we buy bulk chocolate, we process it, and we make all the centers, all the fudges, all the toppings for the ice cream shop, all the truffles, all the brittles. Family recipes dating back to 1945. Over the years that I've been in it, I've seen the dark chocolate segment grow. At one time we did 90% light chocolate and 10% dark chocolate. Now we're doing probably 60-40, 60 milk, 40 dark.
That's great.
Because dark is really heart healthy.
That's wonderful.
Has all kinds of flavonols. And also chocolate has something inherent that that is part of the cacao bean called a chemical called phenylethylamine, which produces a natural high in your brain.
Right, that's why I was telling Linda that it makes you,
So it gives you a sense of euphoria.
So Dean, what is this? This is sponge candy, right? And this is definitely something that's unique to Western New York.
Well, Buffalo is the sponge capital of the world. We're not exactly sure who first started sponge. You can dump some. But we know that this is the epicenter for sponge.
And what is sponge?
It's a very basic ingredient: corn syrup, sugar, water, baking soda. But it's all technique, and it's very labor intensive.
And it's kind of chewy when you're trying to describe sponge. I try to describe.
Not chewy, it really literally melts in your mouth.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely. Well, if you'd like to try a piece, we'll grab a piece. Here, you'll see.
Always, Dean.
It's very light. And it is the most popular
Oh, wow.
item
This
we
literally
produce.
melts in your mouth.
Literally.
Now this is white chocolate?
This is ivory chocolate.
Ah, okay.
If chocolate, to be called chocolate, it has to have cocoa butter.
Okay.
Real ivory chocolate is not white because cocoa butter is not white. It's ivory colored.
Oh, okay.
If you substitute palm oil for cocoa butter, you have the white discs, but they can't really call it chocolate because it's not.
Okay.
They call it confectionery compound or coating. And this is our.
Didn't you say you have one of the darkest of?
We do. We have one of the
chocolates?
darkest dark chocolates available on the market.
And one of the lightest light chocolates.
And one of the
That's
lightest
nice.
milks, correct. Chocolate. Texture is everything in chocolate.
Right.
The finer the chocolate, the finer the texture, the better the mouthfeel.
Oh, okay.
This is the famous Lucy belt.
Yeah, the one. Lucy and
If you
Ethel,
recall,
and they had to shove
in
the
that
chocolates in their
episode,
mouth because
it was going by 100 miles an hour, and you can see how fast it goes by.
One of my favorite Lucy episodes of all time.
Absolutely, everybody. So we call this the Lucy belt.
That's great. Joanne, tell me a little bit about the history of chocolate.
Well, it dates back to ancient cultures, really as far back as the Mayans and the Aztecs. And back then it was considered food for the gods, and it was a very bitter type of a substance. They used to mix it with a liquid and make like a hot drink out of it. And it was used only for celebratory kinds of events and religious rituals and things like that. And then when it came to Europe in 1600s, they added sugar to it. And that changed everything. And later they added milk. And so that all became a much more refined product. But what is in common with our present day chocolates is that pure cocoa butter is the essential ingredient that keeps it a healthy confection.
Right.
And I always say, if you're eating good chocolate, it's good for you. You always want to avoid chocolates that have any tropical oils or any foreign substances like that. You want to make sure you're eating product made with pure cocoa butter. And all of Alethea's chocolates are definitely made that way.
That's great. That's wonderful. Thank you.
You're
Thanks so
welcome.
much, Joanne. I really appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming in. We're enjoying having you here today.
Oh, I'm loving being here.
Good.
Thank you.
We have literally generations of customers. And I was walking through the shop at Christmas, and a woman stopped me and asked me if I was the owner, and I said yes. And she said, "Do you have children?" And I said, "No, unfortunately I don't." And she said, "Stay healthy, Alethea's has to go on."
Oh, I love that.
So, here I am.
If you don't have kids, you better live a long time, in other words.
Well, on the positive side, my father, Gust, worked with me until he was 100 and had a stroke coming to work at 100.
Wow.
And then we kept him at home till he made 103.
Wow.
The only boss I ever had and my hero.
So the chances of you doing your chocolate for a long time
who
are
knows?
very good.
You never know. I hope. We hope. I hope.
Thank you so much, Dean. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate the little tour and learning more about chocolate.
By all means, anytime. We love our customers and we love exposing the world to really good, high quality, fresh chocolate.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Aitina, thank you for being here with me today on Passionate Living.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
It's so great to run into this beautiful young powerhouse like yourself that
Thank
is
you.
capable of so many things. You're like a creative force of nature.
Thank you. Thank you.
With your music, your videography,
Yeah.
your photography. Tell me a little bit, how did you get on the path?
You know what? I give credit to the programs that I was a part of when I was in my teens. Very tough age, going through a lot of, trying to discover who I was and what I wanted to do, trying to make sense of everything. And it was a program called Yo Buffalo, right here in Buffalo, that I really was drawn to, and I learned about through my high school. I went to performing arts, and this unique program allowed for different individuals young people to come together and to learn about various things, So job readiness, we learned about arts and education. We learned about how to, save money. We got connected to a lot of different other cultural institutions in Buffalo. But then I got connected to SEPA Gallery, and that is where I learned about photography. And then right in the JFK, we had a program called the Matrix program, or the Matrix program, and then Apollo. And I learned about video productions, and that ignited like this passion for capturing stories and to, put it together, piece it together. And then I don't know, I just felt like I had a purpose. Right. So me, my brother, and my sister were placed in foster care because my mother had an issue with, she had substance abuse issues, and we were placed in foster care, and through that we had to go to counseling. And so we lost her when I was 3 due to an overdose. And so we were connected to different counselors, and there was this one counselor who gave me a pen and a paper, and she told me to write down how I felt. Didn't understand it at first, but that's where the journey began, to the journey of finding my voice with the paper and pen. And, drawing pictures, and that developed into stories. And I just remember the feeling I had with creating characters that were really me, but I was hiding behind them, and no one really knew it was my story I was telling. I felt safe.
No matter what hardship we endure,
Right.
even
Absolutely.
at a very young age, where you lost your mom at 3,
Yeah.
which is powerful, that with faith, with a vision for the future, by tuning in to whatever it is that lights us up, that we can overcome it. And not just overcome it, but use that in the art, use that in the expression and in the storytelling, so that you can touch other people's lives who maybe need to hear that message, which is what you're doing.
There's beauty in the pain. And I know pain doesn't feel good. My past, sometimes I look back at it and it hits me, and it's like, I wish my biological mother could see my children. I wish I had a relationship with her. But I lost a mother, and I gained another. My adoptive mother, who's going to be 90 next year. And she did the best that she could to keep us involved in cultural activities within the community. She still runs a church pantry today. And so I learned that grit and that hustle from her, and she really instilled a lot in me. Is where I found my faith, and I learned about God, and that's what grounds me, But through all of the pain and all of those things, there's beauty in it. And so one of the things that I try to encourage other people, especially young people, is that, you're faced with, some hardships, and a lot of young people, they don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice. I was just here. I was here because of 2 individuals who were in love, and they tried the best they could. They tried to figure it out, they're human beings. And so through that, here I am, left with, just not understanding where to go, but there was community that was involved in helping me. There was my adoptive mother. There was the Yo Buffalo program. There was SEPA Gallery. There was Squeaky Will, and then so all of those things taught me there's beauty in it. There's pain. There's passion, there's truth. Just have to pray, push, persevere, go all in with what I have, and then give back.
That's beautiful. Yeah, because oftentimes, as humans, unfortunately, we resist growth.
Yeah.
And the pain pushes us out of that comfort zone, so that we have to grow, even when it's difficult.
Yeah.
Even when it's challenging. And sometimes it's setting us up to do amazing things like you are in the world, and touching people's hearts. I know in my youth I had a very difficult childhood, but that set me up to have such levels of compassion in my heart for young people, and mentoring, and the whole other pathway that I might never have gotten on without the challenges early on. And I think if people can remember that the challenges are put there for a reason, to help to define whoever you are and the path you're going to take, it will help, to get through it.
I think it takes individuals like us, to try to explain that, because it's, in my youth, I didn't see me sitting here with you. I didn't see me running a company. I didn't see me working with thousands of young people. I didn't see that as a young person looking in the mirror feeling bad about myself. I didn't see this. And that's what I try to tell young people all the time. Don't judge your future based upon right now in your present circumstance. If you can find your grit if you can find that thing to hold on to and to help you push and persevere through that thing, do it. Because you never know how that can allow you to be used for humanity. Now, here I am, a brown-skinned girl from the east side of Buffalo, a side in which people deemed as a space in which you cannot grow. I was told that I would be a failure to thrive. I was told that. I was labeled as a failure to thrive because what? My mother was doing drugs while I was in her womb. Why? Because my mother made decisions. Why? Because statistics were against me. Me, my brother, and my sister were diagnosed as emotionally handicapped. There was a woman who told my adoptive mother that they're problem children. Are you sure? But it takes individuals like my adoptive mother, my mom. It takes people who may have gone through circumstances in their lives to say, yes, I can. I'm confident that I can. And it's that confidence that my mom, Aitina Fareed, it's that confidence that she had that allowed me to grow and allowed me to be where I am today. And I think that we as human beings must find our stories. Find them, grasp them. Don't be afraid.
Yes.
Don't be afraid of the pain that may come with telling your story.
And yeah, don't be afraid to tell the story.
You cannot
And
be.
in you telling your story, okay, my tears are coming. It touched my heart.
But it's
but
real.
had you not been telling from the depths of your soul, it
Yeah.
wouldn't have touched me. It wouldn't have opened up something inside of me to bring about an emotion, to have an awareness.
I think that that's what we must do. And I'm thankful that I walked into SEPA Gallery and I met Lauren Tent. I'm grateful that I stepped into Squeaky Will, and I'm grateful for those opportunities, and I was given this weapon of mass creativity.
And I am grateful. I walked into WUFO today.
Yes.
And I met this beautiful
Yes.
light in you. What a blessing. I am
Thank you.
so, so grateful to know you today. Thank you for joining us on today's adventure of Passionate Living. We hope you enjoyed our amazing guests and that they gave you a little extra boost of inspiration to live your dreams and to share them with the world in a positive way. A special thanks to our sponsors and to everyone who was a part of bringing the show to you each week. Remember to view Passionate Living each week on Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. Plus, you can view former Passionate Living shows on our YouTube channel at passionateliving.tv or on our website at passionateliving.com. Thanks for watching, and as I often encourage anyone who's watching our show this evening and on the brink of living your dreams, just take one small step in that direction right now. Whether it's looking up something on the web, writing an email, making an action list, whatever it is, just take one small step, and that will take you a little closer to living the life that you were meant to live. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next week in our adventure of Passionate Living.